I stood 10 toes down in these streets, whole ground in these streets. Roll around the city with the pound when it's beat. I done made this my last stand, but I am not an ordinary man. I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand of a soldier. I stood 10 toes down in these streets, whole ground in these streets. Roll around the city with the pound when it's beat. That's right. I done made this my last stand, but I am not an ordinary man. I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand of a soldier. Yeah. I ain't no ordinary man. I'm something that you might never see again. I never was the tallest, never was the strongest. I just held the record for being real the longest. Niggas know they feeling what I spill at my performance. Shitting on these haters, yellow belly like it's jaundice. You know I be on it, know I keep my bomb lit. Ready just to drop it on you fuckers on some calm shit. Don't doubt the ability, get down in the field with me. Watch how I be flipping on rappers, check the agility, how real it be. I was always taught it's either kill or be killed. When you die, leave your will like Uncle Phil, nigga chill. I done popped up out the Matrix, I ain't had to pop no pill. Raised up in them Philly streets, where them gangsters pop that still. I've been down with UPK, whether broke or at a mill. All I care for is my team, I don't care about no dick. Cause I ain't choose this life, it chose me. That ain't a secret, made an oath to give my soul peace. And I'm gon' keep it, climb the mountain, set my goals steep. And I'm gon' reach it, so I'm up all night with no sleep. Nightmares of demons, saw my first fiend OD. That shallow breathing kinda fucked me up low key. But I don't speak it till I die. I promise not a tear fall from my eye. Go to war, this my battle cry. Tell them why. I stood 10 toes down in these streets, whole ground in these streets. Roll around the city with the pound when it's beat. I done made this my last stand, but I am not an ordinary man. I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand of a soldier. I stood 10 toes down in these streets, whole ground in these streets. That's right. Roll around the city with the pound when it's beat. I done made this my last stand, but I am not an ordinary man. I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand of a soldier. Yeah. I'm so ahead of my time, but the flow is ancient. Tell them show some respect, watch what you put my name in. We are nothing to be fucked with, them boys is dangerous. Make it hard for your team like them boys is tanking. Arm extended with the pound like you left me hanging. And beef got well done, nigga, we filleted it. Cause I held ground like I copped some acres. And they don't really want no smokers like they puffin' vapors. When I take ground, we 6 deep in your space. Ready to wreck on what? You take ground, it's a ditch. With 6 niggas picking your casket up. Don't pass this up. They say they built different, but these niggas bounty tough. When it's beef, I rode around with the pound untucked. Coming for the crown, get rid of the bullshit. That's a rule you flush. No matter how many people or weapons, you can't war with us. I done held ground for so long, it ain't no rooting up. Long as my niggas know I'm nice, you ain't gotta root for us. I stood 10 toes down in these streets, whole ground in these streets. Roll around the city with the pound when it's beat. I done made this my last stand, but I am not an ordinary man. I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand of a soldier. I stood 10 toes down in these streets, whole ground in these streets. Roll around the city with the pound when it's beat. I done made this my last stand, but I am not an ordinary man. I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand of a soldier. Yeah. I was made to withstand any weapon form. They know a nigga sick, but it ain't no antiseptic form. Nigga, I'm dependable. Move like I'm in Desert Storm. Politic with generals, so I know how to move when the pressure on. Only the worthy will receive mercy. Real soldiers cry loud like a nurse. Son of the power, UPK birth. Revenge in my bag, nigga, it's our anniversary. They tell us heaven we took the lead to end black oppression. But I do not attack, I just match aggression. This soldier life for me, wouldn't trade it for another. The Lord and my brothers, the only thing above my bread and butter. I bring that bass like a subwoofer, leave them shook up. They say life's a bitch, I say you should've never took her. The leaders hookers, me and Ty War riding around with the pound, ready to put the beef in the pressure. I stood 10 toes down in these streets, whole ground in these streets. Roll around the city with the pound when it's beef. I done made this my last stand, but I am not an ordinary man, I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand, I'm a soldier. I stood 10 toes down in these streets, whole ground in these streets. Roll around the city with the pound when it's beef. I done made this my last stand, but I am not an ordinary man, I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand, I'm a soldier. Yeah. Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes, there's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll poly grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers, my hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. There's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Waiting on this war been my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Living in this war been my whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as Dasani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart, grip my bow tie. Waiting on the score in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right.
Hey, Shalom Israel. Welcome to another episode of Ask Ye the Prophets. You know what I'm saying? We might not go to full time today, but a few points I want to bring out. Let me get this one story up here. You know what I'm saying? There's a new documentary on Hulu, man. It's about how the white supremacist groups, specifically in this show, the KKK, how they infiltrated the police. Something the UPK been telling everybody for a long time. So it ain't nothing new to us. It ain't nothing new to us that the KKK is in the damn prison system, in the police force. You know what I'm saying? We've been telling everybody that. Like everybody gonna find out that the UPK has always been telling the truth. They're gonna find out that the things we say, whether you want to believe it or not, is affecting your life. You understand? Like they try to say, I don't believe in that Bible. I don't believe in those laws. I don't believe in the God of that Bible. It don't matter whether you believe in him or not. If you black, Hispanic, North American Indian, you are living the punishments according to that book, whether you believe it or not, whether you like it or not. Let me go live on TikTok. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Oh man, I don't know what I just did. Give me 1 second. I'm supposed to go live on this TikTok. All right, here we go. Go live. All right, I apologize. Facebook and YouTube. Just trying to get all this tech right. Still trying to learn it. Say it's loading on the TikTok. Well, I'm gonna keep going until it's all right, about to start now. All right, Shalom TikTok. Welcome to another episode of Ask Ye the Prophets. You understand? Again, like I was telling everybody on Hulu, there's a show called Grand Nighthawk. Grand Nighthawk. I believe how I infiltrated the KKK, and it just shows a specific story. There's a specific story about 3 correction officers who plotted to kill this one brother. You know what I'm saying? And they end up putting undercover. They always got undercovers in the KKK. Just to keep an eye on them. This government controls everything because they're the biggest criminal organization on the earth. This American government, so they can't let other criminal organizations be outside of their radar. They gotta know what's going on at all time. They gotta keep an eye on everything and keep everything on a lid. Because one thing, this slave master in America, this government in America, whether it's Democrat or Republican, they are both white supremacists. You understand? But a lot of them, most of them have learned to be professional and how to make money off of their slaves. You understand? And they know that's the purpose of slavery, to make money and to keep the slaves way down while we get rich and make money. You understand? But other groups within America, the same government, they want to fight and go to war and kill, which messes up the money. You understand? So the Most High pit them against each other all the time. You understand? So in this show, it's about a FBI. The FBI got this cat who was a sniper, ex-military sniper, just living a normal life now. He got honorably discharged, and so they recruited him to go up in the KKK and become one of them. You know what I'm saying? And just keep tabs on them. And in him keeping tabs, he found out a whole lot. He found out that the KKK was all up in the police force. He found out how the KKK is all up in the correction officers in your prisons. And what they don't bring out on this show is how much the KKK is in your court systems. They're your lawyers, they're your judges a lot of times. You understand? They're your wardens a lot of times. They're your district attorneys. You understand? They up in there. They're your Republican senators. You understand? Democratic senators. But it's just that those that when you get into politics and become a political member in Congress or become a senator and all that, you got to understand that this is a business. America's a business, and it's about making money. So you damn near got to retire your pointy KKK hat. You got to retire that, which the police do too. They retire their hats, but they still get to act on their white supremacist notions by murdering black and brown people. Like we're way familiar, we're all too familiar with. You understand? But up in politics, they got to be a lot more professional. They got to watch their words. They got to watch how they look to other countries. You understand? It's a lot more eyes on them. So they gotta be professional and they gotta operate their white supremacy in a whole nother way that gets them rich, that keeps black people down, red ball in the whole bank system, not giving blacks and Hispanics loans, putting us in certain neighborhoods, chopping off certain rights. You understand? All those type of things. Hollywood, you understand? They operate in a different way. So right now, America's kind of fighting each other, and that's what happens, and that's the Most High. The Most High in these last days are pitting America against each other. Let me get into the story. Let me share this screen first and then read some of this story here. All right. Let me see. All right. So this say new ABC film probes white supremacy in law enforcement. And I'm gonna read some, then I'll show you some videos, and I'm gonna play some clips from the actual show. Might just be audio because I don't know if they're gonna ban us or not, or clip us or take us down. So it said, this is Gainesville, Florida. Say dozens of robed Ku Klux Klansmen gathered around a burning cross in a remote field in North Florida. It was December, going back to 2014. Listen, but they've been knowing about the KKK infiltrating law enforcement and the courts and all that, since 2006. They've been knowing that. They know that, they know who killing us. They know why they killing us. And they real, even in this story, when you watch the show, they real kind. It's like, they operate a whole nother way when it's white people plotting murder and doing crime. They real gentle with it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they're not gentle with us. In 2014, and after the cross-lighting ceremony ended, 3 Klansmen asked for a quiet aside with the group's Grand Nighthawk, a Klan hitman. So the hitman of the Klan is a Grand Nighthawk, and he's usually ex-military, special forces or something like that they try to recruit into their organization. The Nighthawk was Joe Moore, a former Army sniper. This was a sniper who joined the group and quickly risen through the ranks due to his military background. The men handed Moore a photograph of a black man that they wanted killed. Let me go down. This the cat. He was just ex-military, discharged from the honorably discharged, so-called, from the military, just living with his family, his woman, his kids. You understand? And he was doing weapons training. And so during the weapons training, he caught the eye of the FBI, and they said this type of cat, this background where he come from, because he grew up in the South where the Confederate flag and and white people saying nigga, he said, was all too common. So they checked his background, saw he was a sniper, and said, man, he'd be perfect, man. Let's send him in the KKK just so we could keep an eye on him. And there's a bunch of them in there. He ain't the only one. But this particular story is dealing with him because he reached out to a journalist. A journalist was doing some research, and he saw the journalist's research, and he reached out to the journalist because, in part, he's still fearing for his life, of course. Showing you that the FBI can't even really protect you, really. Because they say even after, the FBI was supposed to be protecting him, the Klan damn called his house and said, we still know where you at, man. We still know where you at. So it said the story of the Klan's murder plot and the hitman's secret recordings made over months in 2015 formed the basis of an Associated Press 2021 investigation called The Badge and the Cross, which used the story as a jumping off point to explore the issues of white supremacist groups infiltrating law enforcement. So they up in there. We and black people know it. We know it. We scream out, why you gotta shoot him? You ain't had to shoot him, you racist bastard, you racist ass cops. Because they are the white supremacists holding a gun with a license to murder us. And we know it because they don't murder nobody else. They treat their people with kitten gloves, like the white boy that shot up that grocery store, that black grocery store. You understand? They handled him and arrested him, sweet and beautiful. Why? Because he's one of them. And he only murdered the people whose lives don't matter to these racist bastards who gonna pay for everything they've done. You understand? It said Hulu. It's a Hulu documentary, The Grand Nighthawk, Infiltrating the KKK, based on an award-winning investigation series It just started, I think, this past Thursday. They say it's a series, so I guess there's more to come. It was produced by ABC Studio and George Stephanopoulos Productions. A murder plot, the KKK, infiltration of law enforcement. The FBI said the infiltration of U.S. enforcement agencies by white supremacist groups has been a serious threat since at least 2006. You see that, right? They telling you in 2006 they've been knowing about this. You understand? But they still let them operate. They still let them roll. Who knows? All the countless people they done murdered during this investigation. You understand? This is only one brother that they plotted on that they stopped. For whatever reason, whatever benefit. This journalist, of course, he gonna get big notoriety because he played a part in stopping this. So it said it started with the story of a modern day murder plot by members of the traditionalist American Knights of the Ku Klux Klan in Florida. And listen, the Klan is everywhere. They big as hell here in Pennsylvania also, who also had been officers in the Florida Department of Correction. So correction officers all up in there beating down inmates. If you act a certain way, running the place, they the ones probably bringing the drugs in. You understand? They the ones in control of getting you what you need. You understand? It's a business, man. It's a business, and the Ku Klux Klan got their hands in the prisons, in the police. They detectives all over the place. Tell you for decades they've been detectives in small cities and whatnot. So reading on in 2020, Salaki, let me go up a little. In 2020, a journalist, Jason Deeren was his name, obtained hours of secretly recorded audio and video conversation by the Klan group in Florida that detailed a plot to murder a black man in 2015. So they got this sniper, this ex-military sniper who was undercover, you know what I'm saying, informant in the KKK. They got him to eventually wear a wire and get the conversation of them trying to get him to murder this brother. You understand? The first story in the series shows why this tale, which is at first blush seems like a one-off plot, is in truth a view into the violent world of white supremacist law enforcement. So they saying this first episode is just, it might seem like just, they got this one guy, that's it. And even the prison. And again, these correction officers, they was eventually arrested. Let's see if they actually go to jail, how much time they get for plotting this murder. But the prison made a statement saying we are against this, and you can't judge us off of three individuals doing something criminal 10 years ago. They're gone, and this is not a common thing. And so the journalist asked them, well, can y'all come on and do an interview on my show? They said, no, we ain't coming on, of course, because they're afraid they're going to have to answer questions. And then he said, well, have you looked into other officers? Because the informant told the FBI that there are many KKK members up in the prisons, up in the court systems, up in law enforcement. You understand? And the prison said, well, we have no reason to believe that this extends beyond these white people, meaning they ain't even investigating it. Unless they get pressure and national pressure, they ain't even going to investigate it, man. Knowing that these devils is in there plotting and murdering our people, man, and beating us half to death. What else? It was a view. This episode is just a view into the violent world of white supremacists in law enforcement. He talked with experts on police violence, racism, and white supremacist groups, and identified other officers in Florida and across the United States. So it ain't just in Florida. Boom. They're going to the Florida prisons. Jump down, see if they give us some video. Let me play these clips. Let me get rid of this one here. And give me 2 seconds. Play this one clip. All right. Oh man, let me see. Again, be patient with me, brothers and sisters. I'm trying to media player. Let me see if I can get this one on. Don't seem like it's sharing. Oh man, let me see. Let me try it this way. Give me 2 seconds. Empire Day. Salaki, let me open it back up. Bear with me, please. Let me get this, try to get these audios. All right. Let me go back. All right, give me a second. Let me see if it'll share this screen here with the inbox. All right. Okay. No, it ain't even trying to show. So I'll just play the audio. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear it or not. Let me close this out. So I'm gonna play this audio, try to play it as loud as I can. Oh man, bear with me. Goddamn computers. Let me open this sound back up. All right. Oh man, I'm gonna just have to break it down. But he was breaking down how let me see if I can open it one more time. Let me try one more time. Do the download. All right. No, it's not playing. It was playing earlier though. Anyway, we're breaking down how in Florida, man, as it said, Florida's real real there's a bunch of agriculture there. So a lot of the jobs is jobs dealing with agriculture. And the second after agriculture, the second biggest money maker down there is prisons, man. Prisons. They said they got what I think 150 to 180 prisons down there. And said and listen, they said even though it's only about what 17% black people down there where the prisons at, 50% of us is filling up the prisons, man. Filling up the prisons, showing you just by that there's a plot against us. White people getting smacked on the wrist. They're the greatest criminals on earth. So how are we in the prison more than them when they bolder and they commit? We know we get caught and we get punished. They know they get away with it. So they commit way more crimes than us. You understand? And they get away with it. White privilege. You understand? That's the privilege of being Caucasian in America. We don't have that privilege. We go to absolute prison. You understand? We go to prison and we get big sentences, man. Big sentence. One of the stories I'm gonna touch on is a brother who got a big giant sentence for something he didn't even do. That's how that's how you know the white supremacist is running the police and the court system, because we end up in jail and be innocent. 20, 30 years later, they find out we was innocent and let us out and give us a few dollars, maybe. You understand? Meanwhile, white people, you finding bodies in their basements, all buried in their yards, all around their house, and they don't even get as much time as we get. You understand? This is a very, very unfair place. You understand? Let me pull up the next story. Well, let me read some more of this. I think that was all of it though. It said in the 10 years, let me share it again. Oh man, here we go. I done messed up the damn thing again. But I'm gonna read it anyway. It says in the 10 years, undercover in two KKK groups. So this is the second time he was undercover. They said in the first, when you watch the show, he was undercover in the first group, and in the first time, but he told his wife too many of their business, and they had to let him go because you ain't supposed to tell when you're undercover. The second time, they said, man, it was, we understand why he told his wife, so we're gonna bring her into this information this time, so she knew about everything he was doing the second time. And they thought he was good enough to use to, get in the KKK and get this information that they wanted. So 10 years. So for the 10 years, he was undercover in two different KKK groups. It said he told the FBI about Klan members who worked as officers at the local, county, and state levels. Man. You understand? So they everywhere. The KKK, listen, I've been telling you for a while, the South runs America. The South runs America, man, and that ain't no joke. They rising again. They ain't never listen. They said the KKK was started after the Civil War. After the Civil War, the Ku Klux Klan started. Now they got other white supremacist groups that they didn't join too. They were trying to recruit. You understand? They on the move, and they trying to take the government. You understand? Who the hell you think was at the January 6th riot? You understand that the treasonous riot that happened January 6th. You understand that white government officials are still trying to defend. They still trying to defend. You understand? Showing you that these people, they all in cahoots together, man. They all in cahoots together. Give me 1 second. All right. Let me open this next story. I got to pull them up because something I keep doing, it separates all the my one page from this live stream. So I'm just trying to get back in it. Okay, here we go. All right. Getting on it. Almost there. Be patient with me. Read this next story. Let me let you see it. Boop. Here we go. All right. Let me make sure everybody can see it. All right. I'm going to make it full screen for you. All right. Mississippi Republicans want separate police force for white and black areas. Let me read up. Mississippi's black community was incensed, angry as hell, earlier this week after state lawmakers proposed to create a separate justice system within the city of Jackson that would overrule the majority black city council and put a large swath of the local justice system completely in the hands of state officials, all of whom are white. So listen, white people trying to show their chest, man. Donald Trump then showed them the way. You don't have to keep it inside no more. You understand? You don't have to. You could be as racist as you were many, many decades ago. You understand? Donald Trump showed them the way, and now they want to make America great again. The lynching, the separate, segregation was wonderful because we was a family. Even though we caught hell, we was a family. You understand? And certain half of America want to bring segregation back. You understand? But the other half, of course, know that segregation messes up money. You understand? So they need this integration to get everybody money and keep America to be this powerhouse, that it is. You understand? And to show these other countries, that they're a powerhouse. They know that if they separate, you understand that black people, being separate from them, hell, their enemies might try to recruit us, you know what I'm saying, and join to them. And that's what they don't want that. They're afraid of that. Just like in Egypt, when he said they'll join, they're getting big, these Israelites. If we don't stop it or do nothing about it, they'll join to our enemies. You understand? And then he really started to terrorize us in Egypt. That's how they handling us in America. And that's why half the country want to go back to them old days where they can get rid of us, hang us, lynch us, murder us, do what they want. And the other half know that bodies are bad for business. You understand? Bodies are bad for business. As reported by Mississippi Today, the legislation would allow the state's white chief justice of the Mississippi Supreme Court, its white attorney general, and the white state public safety commissioner to appoint new judges who will be white, new prosecutors, which will be white, new public defenders, which will be white, and new police officers, which also will be white, to oversee a new district in the city encompassing all of the city's majority white neighborhoods. That's where it will start. That's where that's how they want it to begin. It'll just be here with us in the all white neighborhoods. No, it'll spread like cancer because these people here, they are a cancer. They are a cancer. Effectively creating a separate justice system for whites in what is statistically considered the blackest city in America. The blackest city in America, they want to have a white section. You understand? They trying to gentrify you, get you the hell out of there. And it would do so without any of those officials receiving a single vote of support from any resident from Jackson, 80% whom are black. So they want to get it down to just that 20% making these decisions. The hell with you Negroes. They call it something else, but I'm going to say Negroes. You go do your thing. Let us start here. And eventually they'll do what they did to Gadites. Told the Gadites, we just going to be over here. Y'all be over there, and that's it. Come on. Can we be peace? Can we be cool? We're going to be over here. We're going to stay over here. And all the time they plot to get big, to expand. And the Gadites that don't want them to expand, try to stop them, murder them, wars, all that. It'll be the same thing. Pale face speak with a forked tongue. You understand? Pale face speak with a forked tongue. You understand? And that's these people, man. You cannot trust them. You cannot trust them. Our slave master tell you to jump, you better be ducking. You better be ducking or crawling. He tell you to duck and crawl, jump high as you can. He tell you to run, stay still. Don't believe him. You understand? He tell you to stay still. You best get the hell out of there. You understand? This is the man we dealing with. This is who we dealing with. Let me stop sharing. This is the man we dealing with. You understand? He only loves him. He only loves him, and he does not have our best interest in hand. But I got a white friend. I know a good white person at my job. It's a good white person at my job. Well, maybe that white person is at your job. Maybe he's nice. You understand? But when the Lord talk about how they the devil, when Christ called them the devil, he was talking about them as a race. As a race. So even if there's a few good white people might buy your lunch at work, when he may put with the decision, let him have to make a decision on whether to let the rest of his brothers and sisters lynch you or fight against them. He gonna step the hell back and let that rope go right around your neck. You understand? They don't love you like them. They don't love you like you're their family. Whatever he doing for you at your job, it's a benefit from it. If it's your supervisor, it's a benefit to have you work better, to have you, not be so disgruntled, to make money. To make money. Some of our slave masters have perfected slavery, man, and they know they can be rich and stay rich. They just got to give us crumbs, steer us away from the Most High and the truth, and they can run this empire forever, man. Truth destroys America. Us connecting to our actual God, the real God that created us and chose us, that destroys America. And good slave masters know all they got to do is keep us asleep, feed us crumbs, give us a little gift here and there. A gift destroys the heart. They know all they got to do is keep us suckified and high and give us all the lust we want, and we won't give a damn who's in office. We won't give a damn about rights and this and that. We'll shut our mouth. We'll shut our mouth. Billionaires walking around can't even say they the real Jews. We got to shut our mouth because we want their gifts. We want their lifestyle and the lavish lifestyle that they give us, actually, because we ain't living nothing like them. If they're able to give us millions, all of us millions and millions upon millions for singing, rapping, playing sports and acting and entertaining, imagine how much they have to give a whole football team got at least 22 players, 22 actual players on the team. Then you got the substitutes, then you got the practice squad, then you got all the coaches, and they all getting big millions, man. Bunch of money. Imagine what the owner got. Imagine what the head coach is getting. You understand? So no matter how good we live nothing like them. Kyrie Irving found out. Kyrie Irving. He found out. Even Nick Cannon found. Nick Cannon come from a rich family. Nick Cannon is rich, but he found out he can't just say and do anything. Because these people, they, he got a piece. He got a piece of the tip of the iceberg, Nick Cannon, with his wealth. These people are the iceberg. And all that iceberg underneath the water. That's what they got. You understand? Let me read this next story. Y'all bear with me again. Get this. Open this. All right, now let me share this. Let me read this story to y'all. Check this story out. Share. All right. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Okay, good. All right. It's finally over. 2 men set free after wrongly serving 17 years in prison. So that's 17 years of their life, man. Of their life gone. These 2 brothers, man. For a lie. For some corrupt cop, most likely. Some cop that's part of the great grand Klansmen. Some police officers that plotted against them just because they got beautiful brown skin that they hate, and the police hatred of our people is biblical, man. Christians can't understand it. Why? What do we do? Why do they hate us so much? We go to church with them. We pray to white Jesus. We love white God. We try our best to love people, white people. Why do they hurt us like they do? We can't get it, man. My grandmother was one of them Christians. On her deathbed, she said she don't know why white people treated us so bad. She don't know why. She said, why they treat us so bad? I'm a kid trying to figure out, well, hell, man, I don't know. But this truth showed why. This is biblical, man. Their hatred for us, we struggled in the womb with them, man. Jacob and Esau. And these poor brothers, you know what I'm saying? They 2 of many, many, many brothers and sisters who lose a lot of their life at the hands of police that are Klansmen, corrupt policemen, white supremacist police, and white supremacist judges. You know, what's that thing? The jail for dollars, I forget. Where these white supremacist judges sending black and brown people to prison for extra side money. You understand? Pay for prisons or something like that. So this story is finally over for these men because now they free after serving 17 years. You understand? But nobody investigate the people who wrongly put them there. You understand? The people who got them there are wrongfully. Nobody's going to look into that. They never open up a case into the arresting officers. How'd he get found guilty? What was the evidence? And all these corrupt people that devised this evidence that made everybody think that they did it. It said 2 men who served nearly 17 years in prison after being wrongly convicted of attempted murder were declared innocent by a California judge under a new law, 2023. A new law, the state is required to pay them each $140 for every day they spent behind bars. So they're getting upwards of $900,000. You understand? Probably a little lower once the government hit them, once these same slave masters take a lot of his money from taxes or whatever, fees and different things. You understand? And that's not nearly enough. These brothers is way more valuable than $1 million, man. Way more valuable than that. But again, our lives don't matter to these people, man. And the day is coming where they're going to find out just who they've been doing these awful, horrible things to. They're going to find out that they done disrespected the children of the the Almighty God Himself, man, the beneficent. You understand, the omnipotent God, creator and controller of all things. They're going to find that out. And in that day, they're going to fear for their life because they will be in danger. You understand? The verdicts for Dupree Glass and Juan Rayford concluded a new trial that began in October after the state appeals court panel vacated their conviction and they were freed in 2020. The trial included a dramatic confession by the actual shooter, Chad Brandon McZeal, a gang member who's serving a life sentence for murder in an unrelated case, the defense team said. After the judge ruled, the men hugged each other, and listen, they happy to be free, and that's understandable. That's understandable. But they surely deserve way more than they got, man. And somebody should be paying for this. Somebody should be paying for them going to jail. Not financially. Financially is fine. They should be set for life, way more than what they're giving them, 900,000. But also, somebody should be punished for it. This justice system is corrupt. It's corrupt, and it's racist against us. Systematic racism, man. And listen, the system is racist because racists are running it. White supremacists are running it. That's why they made the rules and the laws for the system. That's why this is racist, a systemic racism, because they're white supremacists making the rules for this, man, making the rules for this system. You understand? That's the problem. That's the problem. What's the next story? Boom. Great Nighthawk, Invisible. And listen, they said these groups, they said when you first join the Ku Klux Klan, when our slave masters joined the Ku Klux Klan, they call themselves an invisible empire, meaning they're a government within themselves. You understand? They try to stay below the radar. They take the sheet off, of course, take the hood off. You understand? They don't ride horses like they used to. Now they drive patrol cars. They drive military vehicles now. Now they drive Benzes and got protection because they judges. You understand? They're your district attorneys. They're all the people with power. They can get you behind those bars to one of their brothers, the warden, who's running the prisons. You understand? This place is set out against us from the start. Set out against us. Y'all got to check that show out, man, on Hulu. Let me see. Give me 1 second again. All right. So I'm gonna get these few scriptures, man. Again, the show ain't gonna be, for the normal time, the normal duration. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get Isaiah 47:1. I'm gonna start there. Isaiah 47:1 reads, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." Why am I bringing this out? Because this shows you that the Most High is bringing this place down. You understand? These corrupt racists, these white supremacists, once upon a time, they get away with all of this, man. They get away with all of this, but once again, the Lord is pitting them against each other to expose the world to them, to expose them. You understand? And let these knucklehead Christians and these knucklehead Muslims who think white people ain't that bad, our oppressor's not that bad, to show how corrupt they are and why we filling up the prisons and why they murder us, like it's going out of style, unarmed. Christians always got questions. Why they do this? Why you doing that? You racist bastard. You racist bastard. And we think calling them names hurts them. Like it's going to make them stop. No, they are happy racists. They are happy to be racist. They're happy to be white supremacists, man. They love it. You understand? Even this documentary, the white supremacists, the KKK and all these other groups, Proud Boys and all of them, they going to see this documentary and they're not going to feel what we feel. They're going to see it and be proud and be like, oh, man, that bastard. They're going to want to kill that undercover cat, you understand, because they would hope that they would have pulled it off, man, and killed that brother and killed all the brothers that they plot against. They don't feel no shame when they see the horrible things that they do. They cheer it and they drink to it, much like we going to drink in the kingdom to their demise and to their hurt. You understand? It's going to be our turn. They drink to it. And they party to it. You understand? But we surprised. Christians are surprised. Our people are surprised. These people got no heart. What's wrong with them? Don't they see they got to do better? No, they don't see they got to do better. They see that they should be harder on you because you crying about it, because you sad about it, and you want them to hug you. You want them to stop hurting us, and you want a hug from them. So he just plot to murder you more. He plot to beat you more. That's the mind of our oppressor, man. That's his mind. His mind, unalive or whatever. I'm sorry. I'm on TikTok too. You know, they plot to take our life. You understand? And they enjoy it. Isaiah 47:1 again. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. America is known as modern day Babylon, which means confusion. Because America's got every religion, every belief. I just saw a story earlier. I'm going to check it out after the show about them wanting to designate an official religion for satanic worship and let it be official. I believe they're trying to put it in a school. They fighting because they want to get this religion in the school. Something to do with satanic worship. You understand? When what you don't know is all this Christianity in America is satanic worship. That's what you don't know. That's what you don't know. Scriptures say that no marvel that Satan himself going to appear as an angel of light. I'm paraphrasing. So Satan got our slave master starting Christianity, modern day Christianity, and it seems all beautiful and wonderful and pure when it is the religion of Satan, man. They don't follow the Bible. They don't follow these laws. They don't walk after Christ. They celebrate a bunch of pagan, satanic holidays in the Christian church. You understand? Got nothing to do with God or Christ. So this is the place of confusion, total confusion, where a man can walk around and you better call him a girl if he wants to be a girl. And a woman can walk at this earth, and if you better call her a man. Call her man names and treat her like a man because she feel like she a man, no matter what the Lord put between her legs. You understand? Humans walking around being full-out teddy bears and furry creatures, man, and squirrels and rabbits. And they say I identify with the rabbit. I'm the rabbit person. And now you got to respect that. Grown men in the bathroom with little white girls pulling out their full-out rods from under them skirts, pissing hard as hell in the toilet, traumatizing the young girls. They run out talking about this guy in there exposing himself. And now it's a whole thing. Well, what do? We got to respect him because he's transgender, pulling a rod out in front of our babies, man. Well, I'll be damned. He going to see me if I ever hear about it with my babies. You understand? The whole school going to know me. You understand? O virgin daughter of Babylon. The Lord said through Isaiah, sit on the ground. There is no throne. That day is coming, man, where they're going to have to bring their ass down off their high pedestal, running the earth, in charge of all the earth, and they're going to have to come down to the ground because there ain't going to be no more throne for them. Why? Because our King, Jesus Christ, a black man, Yahushua in the Hebrew, on his head going to be many crowns. He's taking over. There is no throne. There won't be no more throne for them. O daughter of the Chaldeans. Chaldea was a city in Babylon. For thou shalt thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, because war is coming to America, man. America got a bunch of infighting. Civil war is coming to America, race wars, and then world wars. World wars, nuclear war is coming to America, man. It said, thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, because bombs will begin to hit America, man, and they won't be untouched anymore. Second verse, take the millstone and grind meal. Uncover thy locks, meaning they're going to begin now to work, not to be so rich and powerful and everybody serving them like we do today in 2023. They going to be the servants. They going to have to take the millstone and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg, meaning our women working or you got some garment on, they got to free their leg up so they can bend down to work to get it in. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers, man. A lot of work to be done. You got to get things from here to there. Load up the boat. Take it on the other side, because you're going to be the workers now. You're going to be the haulers. like our people have done for so long. You understand? Third verse, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. And that's just the power of the Most High. The Most High got them fighting each other and going to war. And because they fight each other, all of their nasty, dirty criminal secrets start to be exposed. We saw it with the whole Donald Trump thing. We started to see news captions of how it goes in court and how they fight each other and how the Republicans fight the Democrats, and Donald Trump calling them names and they trying to call him names. And then they saying, well, Donald Trump does it, but you can't do it. And it's a whole mess. And we saw it on live TV. Before that, they didn't show a lot of that on national TV. You understand? They didn't show a lot. But Donald Trump, he uncovered that racism, man. And the ones that know that racism embodies, not racism, but to treat the slaves how half of America want to is bad for business. They put it on TV so everybody can see. So everybody can see. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. All their secret plots and different things are coming out. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. I will not meet thee as a man. The Lord going to be coming for America, man. The Lord going to be coming for America, and it ain't going to be like a sniper or a secret military group like America does. America sends secret spies and groups all in the other countries to take them down. America going to take them. God, the Most High God, is going to take America down, and He ain't going to send no secret spy group. He gonna have them fight each other. He gonna have weather happening. He gonna have when this computer system fail, when the technology fail, and everything shut down. They're gonna be in hell. They're gonna be in hell. Birds is already bringing down planes on a small level. On a small level, the Most High can do all type of things, man, to hurt the pockets of our slave master, and that's what he valued the most: his pockets. He will not meet thee as a man. 2 Thessalonians 2:3 says, let no man deceive you by any means. By any means, meaning this. Don't let nobody try to tell you that our oppressor is not the devil. Don't let live access remove. I think they just shut me down on on TikTok. I don't even know what I said. The hell with it. But don't let nobody deceive you, man, and make you think that these people are not out for your hurt. You understand? Let no man deceive you by any means. These people are the people that work for Satan, man, trying to destroy us. These people are the reason that we're destroyed in our neighborhoods and in our ghettos, man, and in our ghettos and on our plantations. These are the people that are responsible for that. No matter what anybody tell you. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. And that day is talking about the second coming of Christ, a black man. The day that's coming in the middle of the world wars, our king is coming to bring all these kingdoms down, to bring them all down, and to rescue us. And to rescue us and put us out of harm's way and put us in safety until the smoke clears. Until the smoke clears, and then it's on and popping after that. That day shall not come. That's a wonderful day that's coming, but it ain't going to be a nice, sweet day. It's going to be a horrible day. The Lord said the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So it's going to be a rough day, man. A lot of tears going to be shed. But when the smoke clear, it's going to be a better life, man. That day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. The son of perdition, man. The man of sin, we all know, is our slave master. Our slave master. He's the one pushing an anti-Christ doctrine with his Christianity, with his Islam. You understand? He's the one pushing all people to go against God. Pork is the other white meat. When God said don't eat pork. Shrimp and crab and lobster, they're delicacies in this place when God said don't eat them. You understand? He's the man of sin. Homosexuality, an alternative lifestyle, the LGBTQ, alternative lifestyles, wonderful lifestyles. When God said all that is an abomination, man. All that is an abomination. And before Christ, it was a death penalty offense for our people, man. A death penalty offense. The man of sin is being revealed. The son of perdition. Perdition is hell and blasphemy. hell and blasphemy. He's the son of it, man. He's the son of it. Luke 12:2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known, man. And listen, the little bit we know about what our slave master's done, he's doing a ton more. He's doing a ton more. And once again, when our king returns and the smoke clear and we come down here, I read the Psalms last week where we're going to put them in chains, all the survivors, our slave master and all the other nations that helped him, that survived, they're going in chains. We're putting them in chains and we're having trials, man. We're having trials, and then all the secrets going to be uncovered. All the dirty secrets going to be uncovered, man. How they buried cities. How they buried cities of black people, man, with rivers, just so we don't prosper. How they fed us to alligators. All the horrible things that they done to us, man. All the experiments they done after they built projects in the ghettos, man. They would do little tests and sit certain things in the ventilation system, gases and different things to see how it would affect us. All the syphilis experiments, all the experiments they doing to brothers in prison, man. All the things they doing to our sisters, man. Sterilizing them. All the abortion clinics that they call Planned Parenthood. Give it a pretty little name, like you're so responsible. You plan your parenthood. It's the same old genocide. How rich they getting off of murdering our babies, man. Charging us. We paying to murder our babies, for them to take our babies and rip them out our bellies, and then they go sell them parts and get rich. We don't get none of it. We don't get none of it, man. None of it. That's how much of a slave we are. It's horrible, man. And all that's going to be revealed, man. And we're going to have our day of justice, black people, Hispanic people, North American Indian First Nation people. We're going to have our day of justice. All we got to do is hold tight in the UPK. And once again, like General Hyman brought out the other day, if you're not in the UPK, you're just simply not in the truth. I know you think you are. There's a lot of people that heard Christ speak during his time, heard the disciples speak, drank with the disciples at time, but they wasn't man enough to stick it out and be one of his disciples. They wasn't man enough or woman enough to be under them like that and obey them. You understand? John the Baptist wasn't in the truth, yet you got the Baptist church, man. When he said out his own mouth, the one coming after me, he's the one to follow. John said that. For you to call yourself a Baptist, you disrespect Christ. You disrespect Yahweh Christ. You understand? And he was not in the truth because he sent men that learned under him that was not in the truth, sent him to ask Christ, was you the one? It said John's disciples, meaning they wasn't Christ's disciples. John sent two of his disciples, his followers, his students to question Christ. You understand? He wasn't in the same body with Christ and the disciples and Paul. You understand? And it's beautiful how the Lord uses them. The Lord uses them and their conflicts to expose them. You understand? And it's sad because, listen, the only way we even know about this Ku Klux Klan story is because some oppressor journalist trying to, get famous and get notarized. He find out some of these secrets. He know nobody knows this. And he knows if he brings this out, he'll get high status in the journalistic world. So he bought this out, man. He bought this out. And that brother's life was saved by this undercover cat. Had to save his life, man. So you got the Lord putting them against each other, man. Foiling their plots against us in some cases. You understand? All this infighting is going to be the death of our slave master, man. It's going to be the end of America, the end of this white supremacist system. It's going to be the end of it. You understand? Same thing happened with that KKK story. Once again, Donald Trump did the same thing for America. Now American citizens are trying to come out and be strong now and stand up. They want the South back, the lifestyle of the South back, man. Confederate flags and American flags flying together, strong, calling black people niggas and Hispanic spics. You understand? And doing what they please and never going to prison for harming any of us. Because in that world, that make America great again world, we're nothing, man. We're nothing. They can spray us with hoses, sick dogs on us, lynch us, do whatever they want to us, and nothing happens. And nothing happens. You understand? Nothing at all. But all this is the Lord doing. All this is because of the Most High, man. You understand? All this is because He is bringing them down, like He said in the Old Testament. When they sat there next amongst the stars, listen, they landed on that moon in 1979. And the Lord been slowly bringing them down ever since then, and it's getting worse ever since then. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. It's getting worse. The Civil War, they're already in a civil war, but it's like a Cold War. You know what I'm saying? They ain't picked up the guns and fought on both sides yet, but it is coming. It is coming. So like I said, that's it for today, man. I'll see y'all next week. That's all I'm going to bring out, man. We got a great day coming, brothers and sisters. Hold strong. Don't drop your swords. And listen, if I could add anything, brothers and sisters, if you have an ought with any brother or sister, if they offend you in any way, then Yahushua ordered us. He said, take them to counsel. Go to 2 and 3 witnesses. Let me pull that up if you don't mind. I'm going to read that. I'm going to end with this. Let me get that. Let me pull that up. Salakia. Matthew 18. I know that. 18, I'm thinking, let me see. I'm going to finish with Matthew. What was it, 15 and 18? Let me see. Give me a second. He and the alone. Salaki, bear with me 2 seconds. I want to end with this scripture and I want to explain something to everybody. Because I know brothers still think that because, they love a brother, when that brother offends them, they think I don't want to take him to counsel because I love him and I don't want to start nothing. I don't want to put him out there like that. You understand? That is the best way you can show hatred to your brother, by not bringing him to counsel if he offends you and doesn't hear you. You think you just saving the beef. You don't want no beef, you don't want no problems, so you don't take him to counsel. But that is Satan, man. The only way to fix the brotherhood and fix that offense is counsel. Counsel, we just go and find out what happened, who was wrong in the case, and teach a lesson. You'll learn in counsel. You'll learn, if I'm the one that did the wrong, the counsel explained to me how I did the wrong and how to not do it in the future. It'll be crystal clear afterward. You understand? Even your woman or your husband. You sisters, you mad at your husband, so you want to do things to get him back. If he offended you and it's a transgression, you go to him. If he ain't trying to hear it, you do have the right to take him to counsel. And brothers, same thing. Because I'm hearing a lot of brothers, man, get mad at their ribs and do certain things. You understand? And do certain things. You don't physically abuse your woman in the UPK. We don't tolerate that. You understand? If your woman is offending you to where you think you got to go get drunk or lose your mind or you something that's too much, you can bring her to counsel, man, and she can get corrected, or we'll find out that she's a demon, and we'll lessen your commitment to her. You understand? We'll lessen your commitment to her. You understand? But Matthews 18 and 15, this is an order written and read by our King and Savior Yahushua. He said this. He said, moreover, if thy brother and sister, the brother is your people, your family, Israelites, shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between he and thee alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. So if you are offended by a brother, you go to him. If he admits this is what hearing is. Hearing you is, you're right, brother. I was wrong. Forgive me. It won't happen again. That's the only way to hear you. Anything else? Well, I don't believe that, brother. I think I did that because of this. He can't explain to you why he offended you, and you walk away thinking, you know what, he was right, I was wrong. No, he didn't hear you. He didn't admit to the wrong. And if he didn't admit to the wrong, he hasn't heard you. No matter what scripture he showed you, how he explained it to you, you are commanded by Christ to go to this next step. It's an order, not a suggestion. You understand? He said in 16, but if he will not hear you, if he will not hear thee, Salakia, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word is established. That 2 or 3 more is the council. Us generals will have a council, and we will hear both sides. And General Mahayman just, the Lord gave him a gift to see into all this, and all the generals, man. They got gifts to hear and see into all this. A lot of the captains too. You understand? And we'll hear the case, both sides, and we won't be biased. We'll hear your perception, and then we'll hear what you perceive. You both got different perceptions, and you might disagree on certain things, but we'll figure out where everything is in common. And our goal is to fix the brotherhood and the sisterhood and the marriages so that we can all go forward in raising this nation together, you understand, in the love of the Most High in Christ. That's the only way you fix it. You fooling yourself if you say, well, I want to cancel the council. I'm going to forget about it, man. I ain't even going to sweat it. That's Satan. That's Satan. And that demon is in there in the mix of y'all relationship, and he's going to stay there until something else happens. Then he's going to have friends with him. You understand? And then you're going to be wrong in the next council because you didn't bring it up the first time. But yet you're going to be in the next council talking about, I was offended back then, but I didn't want to bring it up. Well, then shut up. Don't bring it up now. Don't bring it up now as part of your defense. You understand? Council is the only way to solve the brotherhood. And that is our foundation in the ISUPK. Bring it to council. And then, of course, it says, and if he shall neglect to hear them, if he neglect to hear us after we have that council, then take him with thee one or two, Salakia. If you neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. Tell it until then it got to go before the whole school and a council before the entire school. But if he neglect to hear the school, the church, which is a school, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican. Once that happens, go there. That's a dangerous place to be if you don't respect the witnesses, the counsel from the Lord and the witnesses. Then you got to go before the nation. Then the Lord putting you on the spot before the nation. And you got one last chance to understand. And if you don't agree with the counsel of the nation in the spirit of the Most High in Christ, then you can go to church after that. You can join the mosque. You can do what the hell you want after that. But stop neglecting the council, brothers. I'm hearing it too often, man. And I ain't ordering nobody to go to council, but our king did order you in certain occasions, man, in certain instances. And you don't go murmuring, telling nobody about your problem and how you feel and all that when you ain't even took the steps that our king ordered it, man. That's murmuring. That is a sin. You sisters, stop talking about your damn husbands, man, to other sisters. Just because she your friend and you ain't mean nothing. You just telling all his personal business and his moods and how he do and how he talk to you. Don't do that. Brother, stop gossiping about, your ribs and all that, man. Let's stop this murmuring. And let's keep it tight because it'll eventually find us. And now the generals will have to hear what's going on and how you run your mouth and how you've been a drunk and half a drug addict and a cigarette addict, and how you've been trying to whore on your husbands, and we're gonna hear it eventually, man. So clean your house now, man. Don't neglect the council. Don't neglect the council, man. And I just want to say Tawada to the brothers and sisters, man, that tuned in. I'll see y'all next week. Next week we'll get it in. Shalom.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage is safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slip. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new pair of belts.